Homeless in Australia. With this short video presentation, we will try to analyze if there is a phenomenon and if there is a trend and if the government policy are effective in Australia to fight the phenomenon for homeless. We need to start though with the definition. When a person does not have suitable accommodation, alternatives that are considered homeless if they are currently living arrangement, is in a dwelling that is inadequate, or has no tenure of their initial tenure is short and not expandable, or does not allow them to have comfort of and access to space for social relationship. Now that we know the definition, we can see that in the world there are 100 million individuals which are homeless, 105,137 of which are located in Australia. But let's see in the world what this phenomenon look like. And we can see that in US, for example, there are 564,708 homeless, and in Europe the biggest other country is probably Germany with 335,000 homeless. But for our research we will focus in Australia, and the first question that we need to ask ourselves to understand if there is a path in this is female or male more likely to be homeless in Australia? Well, with the data that we have, we can see that there are not significant impact on this information, as NSW, for example, has 22,698 homeless and female are 15,010. So we can see that is almost 50-50 in any country. In the North Territory, for example, we have 6,805 male and 6,916 female. So it's not really relevant to find if there is a path. So the other question is the age group a relevant factor to determine our path? Well, even the age group is quite spread across any state. So we can see in NSW that 3,969 under 12 children are homeless, unfortunately, and 8,713 from the age 25-34 are homeless in NSW. The other number are pretty much proportionally in any state. So you can see 2,000 under 12 in Queensland and so on. So also this one doesn't really give us any particular information for identify the path. So the other question is the area where the Australian lives being a factor of homeless? Well, this is a bit more interesting, as this graph shows that in NSW we have a remarkable increase from 2,747 to 3,394 between age 2011 and 2016. So where and why NSW? Where NSW has a 34% of homeless people lives in a several overcrowded housing. The number of people who are rough sleepers remains stable at 7% of the total homeless population. The number of boarding houses residents increased by 9.5% over the 2006-2011 period. There was a 27% increase of the number of people in supported accommodation service of the night of the 2006 and 2011. Well, now that we know that there is a trend in the area, we need to analyze the reason of homeless. The first graph that we have here is showing that family-friends relationship is the biggest problem among homeless in Australia, with a 38.95%. If we have a breakdown of this graph, we can see that especially for age group of 15-34 years and 35-64 is the biggest reason, following probably by other reasons. The other doesn't seem to be that much relevant if we compare with family, friends and relationship. So what is the government doing? So the government expenditure shows that NSW and Queensland are the ones that are spending more for homeless, and we can see that the government expenditure are as it shows in this slide. So our top 3 findings to conclude this video is that NSW is showing an increase of total number of homeless. A family and friend relationship problem is the biggest reason for homeless in Australia, and government expenditure does not have a big impact in solving the homeless problem in Australia. Thank you for watching. Presentation was made by Matteo Ravanelli and Mayan Irfan Zafar, and the tool used was SAP Analytic Cloud, Ice Cream Recorder, Microsoft Excel, and Microsoft PowerPoint. Thank you very much for listening.